Добрый день, уважаемые друзья, любители киберхоккея. И у нас продолжается чемпионат национальной хоккейной лиги, сезон 1975-1976 годов. Играется матч под номером 350. Состоялся он 7 января в 1976 году. А встретились в этой игре хоккеисты Канзас Сити Скаутс и Лос-Анджелес Кингс. К этому матчу команды подходят с таким турнирным положением. Хоккеисты Канзаса, выступающие в дивизионе Смайта, занимают сейчас пятое, последнее место в этом дивизионе. После 40 проведенных матчей набрали 34 очка и отстают от занимающих четвертое место хоккеистов Чикаго на 2 очка, и при этом у хоккеистов Канзаса сыграно на 2 матча больше. Хоккеисты же Лос-Анджелеса, выступающие в дивизионе Норриса, занимают сейчас первое место в этом дивизионе. После 40 проведенных матчей набрали 42 очка и опережают занимающих второе место хоккеистов Монреаля на 2 очка, но при этом сыграли на 1 матч больше. И к этой игре команды подходят с такими сериями. Хоккеисты Канзаса сейчас имеют трехматчевую проигрышную серию, а хоккеисты Лос-Анджелеса, напротив, последние 4 игры не знают поражений. Дважды побеждали и дважды играли в ничью. И, как обычно, знакомлю вас с составами встречающихся команд. Хозяева, хоккеисты Канзаса, проведут этот матч в таком составе. В атаке в первой тройке левый нападающий Гэри Крото, центральный Ги Шарон и правый форвард Крейг Патрик. Вторую тройку составили левый форвард Уилл Пейман, центральный Дэйв Хадсон и правый нападающий Фил Роберто. В третьем звене играют слева Робин Бернс, в центре Денис Дупере и справа Бастер Харви. Четвертая тройка: левый нападающий Рэнди Рота, центральный Жермейн Гньо и правый нападающий Симон Ноле, капитан команды. В обороне в первой паре левый защитник Стив Дурбано и правый защитник Гэри Бергман. Вторую пару составили левый деф Джим Маккелмури и правый защитник Клод Хоут. И в третьем сочетании сыграют слева Кен Мюррей и его напарник по обороне Жан Гилагас на правом фланге. Основной вратарь в этой встрече Теннис Херон, а Билл Маккензи остался в запасе. Тренерский штаб Лос-Анджелеса вывел на этот матч следующих игроков. В атаке в первой тройке левый нападающий Боб Берри, центральный Марсель Дион и правый форвард Боб Невин. Второе звено составили левый форвард Том Уильямс, центральный Бач Горинг и правый нападающий Майк Корриган. В третьем звене сыграют слева Жене Кар, в центре Деннис Эбгрелл и правый нападающий Фрэнк Сент-Марсель. И четвертое звено: левый нападающий Майк Мерфи, капитан команды, центральный Юха Видинг и правый форвард Вик Венаски. В обороне в первой паре левый защитник Шелдон Канигиссер и правый защитник Ларри Браун. Вторую пару составили левый деф Нейл Камадоски и правый защитник Дэйв Хатчисон. И в третьем сочетании сыграют слева Гэри Сержант и его напарник по обороне Барт Крэшли на правом краю. Основной вратарь в этой встрече Гэри Эдвардс, а Роже Вашон остался в запасе. А я вам напоминаю, что репортаж из Канзаса об этой встрече поведут мои заокеанские коллеги. Ну а мы с вами смотрим этот, я надеюсь, упорный и зрелищный матч.
Opening face-off is just seconds away. Welcome to another exciting night of hockey action. With Eddie Olczyk, Ray Ferraro shortly, I'm Mike Emmerich. Tonight's contest involves two teams that are well-coached and well-trained. Should be interesting. And before the face-off, here's Eddie.
I've been looking forward to this one for a while, Doc. Both of these teams have the ability to put the puck in the back of the net. Goaltending, as we know, could be the difference here.
LA's He's got the puck, and they get to make the first play. Using the point, he's got it. Great glove save. That one comes right on his stick. Not very long, but good. Hammers one. Got his pad on a changing shot. He is hooked. He kind of shook it off and continues to play. There'll be a penalty. Goalie to the bench. Substitution made. Slides it to the point. Slid back across from one point to the other. Whistle is blown, and now the penalty will be handed out. LA's 2-minute penalty is a minor, and the call is hooking.
The referees are looking for this. Anytime you stop skating and reach with your stick and pull on the opponent, you're going to the penalty box.
Kansas City's offense may get a spark here from the power play. First crack of the night.
The numbers show if you get the first goal, you have a way better chance to win than if you're chasing the game. A power play, what a great chance here to get on the board first.
Swatted down. Knocked off the puck. He got a piece of that one.
Looked like the net was open for a second, but he shut it down.
Pretty run-of-the-mill stop for the goaltender. He's got a clean look. It's a shot without much velocity.
It's dropped. They lock up, and that's a good job by the winger. Nice stand-up poke check there. He's roaming from the crease and looking. Scouting for goals are at the wing in neutral ice. This one being contested on the boards. A good stick there, so no complete pass. Puck leaves the zone, and so play goes back to mid-ice. Cut that pass in his own end. Puck loose, now picked up. The Kings have this game even in strength by killing off the penalty. Around through the corner. Nice work with the stick. Poked it right away. Has it picked up. Scouting for goals. Look to make a difference up the wing. In that defensive zone, an important play. Fires a shot. He got iron with that one. Doesn't get the shot off. Great save at the edge of the crease.
He had his eye on the puck the whole time. What a stop.
While the fortunes of the game change quickly, that's an excellent shot that beat the goaltender, but it doesn't beat the goalpost. The clang of the post saves the goalie again.
Off that face-off from the tie-up, the help came. It's one of those restraining fouls. It's a hooking penalty, and the arm of the referee is up. Scouting for goals are given a hooking minor.
This was okay about 10 years ago. Not anymore. That's a hooking call.
The Kings are going to get their first opportunity on the power play right now.
I loved going on the power play early in a game. You get to handle the puck, you get to make some plays, really get you into the game.
5 minutes, 46 seconds.
Shoots. Wonderful save. He was hovering right over him.
Now that's a solid save.
Just over 6 minutes played in the first. Nothing on the scoreboard has changed. Still a pair of zeros. Defensive zone win. And now, after that period of time, we get the whistle and the penalty call. Scouting for goals have a delay of game penalty for shooting the puck over the glass.
He was trying to play it off the glass, but he missed.
Every game presents a fork-in-the-road opportunity, and this is it. It's a long 5-on-3 power play, and it begins now. Oh, what a chance, what a save.
This 5-on-3 power play has to be careful that they don't get lulled into a sense of security here, and they move the puck around the outside and never challenge the penalty killers.
That attack shut right down. Nice stick by the defense. Did not go very well that time. Loose puck. Good save. It's going to have to be something tougher than that to score. Kansas City's 2-minute minor is for shooting the puck over the glass. Enter that on the sheet. Delay of game.
If you shoot or flip the puck out of play and it doesn't touch the attacking team or the glass, you will receive a minor penalty for delay of game.
LA's power play gets a 5-on-3, and it's a long one. Let's see how they perform.
One of the biggest mistakes a 5-on-3 power play makes is they're looking for the perfect shot. The more you shoot it, the more you move the penalty killers around, and you start to tire them out.
Back and forth they go between the points. Steps across that line. Takes that pass up the boards. Save. And decides to just hold on and get a stoppage of play. Puck drop, tie up, and help from the winger. Got it in his own end. Intercepts that pass on the attack. Puck loose, couldn't get through. It's an onside play. Oh, what a hit that one was.
Looks like he arrived at the rink in a bad mood. Maybe he missed his wake-up call. That early hit is an angry one.
Shot got in front of another one.
The shooter thought he had a chance, but the goaltender robs him. What a stop.
Long way to go and not much time to do it. Great job in his own end with that interception. Has it back deep. Los Angeles sees the power play end. It was a long one and a goose egg. And decides to just cover it up and get the whistle.
Goalies have to make a half a dozen great stops in a win. This is one on a beautiful move, but there is nowhere for the puck to go.
Clean win on the draw. Scouting for goals happen along the side at mid-ice. Picks it up back there. Driving in from no man's land. The stick can break up a play, and it just did. Goes back deep for it. And the puck goes back out to center ice, and so everything will have to get reset. Steals that pass at center. Fires, and a save. And he holds on and stops play.
When the hit is delivered as cleanly as that, that is a textbook illustration of what sometimes goes missing from the game.
They win the draw. What next? Tried, but it didn't work. Gives it on a cross from the point. And he shoots. Kansas City's on the move up the wing. Looking from the corner. Got that pass near the blue line and now looks ahead. Quick shot. The lane was jammed and it hit somebody. Threatening an attack. They're getting ready to strike. Big takeaway. The Kings skated up on the side. Took it up the boards and holds. Makes that play deep. Can start the attack going in the zone. Nice pass right up the gut. Oh, broke it up. Play stopped. That puck is just held. little under 5 minutes to go in the period. Still scoreless. Critical win of the draw. In the slot. Intercepted that one at an important place. Cuts off that pass on the attack. Takes it in from the neutral zone. Feeds the point. Puck ricocheted off the screen.
It's almost like he's on autopilot. He's hurt, but he's just trying to finish the shift as he's banged up.
Twist one. Great glove save.
Guys, that's why they pay him big dollars. You get banged up a little bit, you still got to have some courage to finish your shift off.
They lock up from the draw, and the teammate puts the grab on it. He's slowed down a bit, and there'll be a hooking penalty called on this one. The goalie gets to the bench. Still, there's time on this delayed call. Back to the point. Stole that pass away in his own end. Scouting for goals, guilty of a minor penalty for using the stick blade. Just a hook.
More times than not, Doc, anytime you reach in around a player's hands that has the puck, you're going to get a hooking minor.
LA's power play has had many opportunities, just not much success. Maybe that'll change.
Well, their power play hasn't come through for them yet. Here's another opportunity. See if they can take advantage of it.
Good use of the stick. Broke that pass up. Good intercept in his own end. The power play unit has to recoil and try yet again. Crosses that line. Quick wrister. Turned away with the stick. Back in his defensive end to get it. Loose puck. The defense got in the way there. The clock bleeds down to the last minute. Terrific work with the glove. Couldn't keep it though.
He's able to make a stick save on a shot that really wasn't that challenging for him.
Solid win of the draw. Nice play with the stick. Nothing more will come. Gets the pass through to start a play. Los Angeles lost out on a real power play opportunity. Just like the ones before, they did not score. Outstanding offense met by solid goaltending. The Kings are given a hooking minor.
Well, what he was trying to do is trying to get the puck, but unfortunately for him, he reached in and hooked around the player. Off to the penalty box he goes.
Scouting for goals, power play gets another chance to operate. Hasn't been effective yet.
Los Angeles penalty to number 7.
Puck dropped in the logjam, and the winger reached in and got it.
19 minutes, 39 seconds.
First 20 minutes are finished here. We are scoreless. The goalies were strong.
Listen up, fans. For tonight only, all team jerseys are 15% off regular price with the presentation of your ticket stub. Get yours before they're all
The Kings are in a tie, but for the Post, they would be ahead in this game. More in just a moment. "20 minutes in the books, 20 minutes ahead." Edzo, what did you think of the first?
The Kings have to be pleased with the way they performed in that first period. Doc, I have to imagine that their coaching staff is extremely pleased with how they forechecked and had the puck in the offensive zone for the majority of that first period.
So the power play guys with a chance to do some good here as this period gets underway. stole that pass at a critical end of the ice. Took that away in his own zone. What a tremendous hit.
I wonder if that hit will change the momentum of this game.
He covers and holds on.
Sometimes the game goes so fast that nobody's in position to deliver a hit. That was a thumping hit, a really clean play.
Good job on the draw. Scouting for goals are driving it from the wing. Puck comes out of the zone back to center ice, and so things will settle a bit. The Kings have taken care of the penalty. Back at full strength. Puck drop, face off one, and the winger stepped right in. Solid, clean win. Scouting for goals have gotten out of their own end. Shoots. Outstanding save. What magic to even get the shot away.
Now that's a beautiful stop on a great scoring chance.
Well, it looks like the shooter's just trying to get this puck on net. Routine stop for the goaltender, not much challenge.
Critical win where they need it. And he picks it up. The Kings are skating it up at neutral ice. Here's a one-timer. Outstanding save with a glove. A little over 3 minutes are gone here in the second. Both teams are still looking for their first strike. Free puck thanks to the roadblock. And the gloves will come off.
You got a couple of big humans scrapping there.
Two players are down on the ice, and this fight has ended.
I think both these players, Doc, realized this fight was coming to an end, so they just grabbed onto one another.
This fight's mercifully ended for the visitors. The home crowd is ecstatic. They're making all kinds of noise.
LA's power play gets another chance to operate. Hasn't been effective yet.
After an ineffective power play earlier in the game, let's see if they can get a little more organized.
Score! A goal on the power play.
Now that the scoring's been opened up, we'll see if the opponent can punch their way back into this game. You can't be back on your heels too long.
The Kings have been pounding away, and finally here in the second, they've gotten the first goal. LA's collected another victory on the faceoff.
Assisted by number 17.
Shoots it on. Save!
Kansas City's goaltender has kept this game in doubt. He has had an outstanding night.
A little under 4 minutes played here in the second. Only one goal hanging on the board so far. So it's 1-0. Good defensive read with that one. Scouting for goals with a neutral zone possession along the wing. Great save. Got that pass in his own end. Los Angeles carrying it up the wing. Solid defensive position there. Good work with the stick. Between the blue lines. Gets in, looks over his options here. The Kings waiting back in their own end. Takes that one, an outstanding pass through center ice. Great job on a cut pass. It's just him. Outstanding point-blank save.
Equal to the challenge. Nice stop.
The pass is off the mark. What a chance that would have been. A great wrist shot. A good stick stop. Gains that offensive line. Sends to the point. What a terrific save.
You can't deliver the puck much better than that, but the goalie said no chance. That's an excellent save.
Nice face-off work. He shut him right down. Kansas City's along the wing at center ice. Fires, blockered away. Is able to move on in. Looks to make a play from behind. Looks to make a play from the corner. Takes that pass from the other point man to the half wall. Picked off. Shoots one. Turned away with a stick. Scouting for goals, skated up on the side. It's dumped in. Up the wing. Steps in from the neutral zone. Looking from the corner. He takes that point pass. That puck's loose, mishandled. The roadblock helped. Scouting for goals, arrived between the blue lines. Right in front. Oh, what a move. Whistle is blown, penalty called, and the penalty box door swings open. Scouting for goals, guilty of a minor penalty for using the stick blade. Just a hook.
The referees are looking for this. Anytime you stop skating and reach with your stick and pull on the opponent, you're going to the penalty box.
Anything you do once, you can do twice. Let's see if that applies to this particular power play. He keeps winning draws and his team's ahead in the game. I'm sure there's a connection.
43 seconds.
Los Angeles shifting gears back in the defensive zone. Carries it up the side. Through the corner now. Good jab with the stick there. There's a hooking call on this play, but he keeps going. Whistle blown. Power play is history. The Kings are given a hooking minor.
This was okay about 10 years ago. Not anymore. That's a hooking call.
4 players aside, and so we'll see what develops here.
The open ice leads to some great scoring chances 4-on-4. You get a defenseman into the rush. If you don't score, the other team's guaranteed a 2-on-1 going back the other way.
Kansas City's finding its way to center ice. Walking a thin line near the border there. Read that play in his own end. And he dumps it in. So on this power play, they will resume from their own end of the ice. And he steps in. got it on his stick in the slot. What a save.
The goaltender shuts that one down on a superb opportunity.
Still time on this power play, but not much. Scouting for goals, power play has ended. What a great chance to tie the game. He's got that point pass. Gets that one on across. The Kings are looking to make a play out of their own zone. Skating up the center zone wing. He throws it there. Score!
No hesitation at all. He fired home that wrist shot.
It looked to me like he had stopped this shot. He had a big chunk of it, but it worked its way into the net.
The Kings have scored here late in the second period, and now it is 2-0. So finally, their big advantage in time of possession is rewarded. Face-off win, and now what will they do with it?
17, assisted by number 22. Time of the goal, 15 minutes, 30.
Taken over again. Kansas City's carrying on up the wing. Fires. Score! They're back to within one.
The key to this goal is the quickness of his release. It gives him the advantage on this play, and the puck gets past the goaltender in a hurry.
The video will reveal here that the goaltender was in excellent position. Sometimes the shot is just so perfect, it's unstoppable.
Scouting for goals have done well to stay in this game, and now they're just down by one. Late second for us.
Scored by number 8.
A good, solid pass, and they can move ahead up that right wing.
16 minutes.
Puck gathered in behind the net. Great poke check there. Cursed by a broken stick. Kansas City's cutting the ice at center. Made that work for him in goal. He's pinned. Nice job done with the stick. A poke check frees things up a bit. Flings it. Blocked. Trying to relieve some of the pressure. Fired that pass on ahead. Intercepted it in no man's land. Players tired, about to get a rest as we go late into the second period.
Last minute of play in the second period.
Leads that charge into the zone. Tremendous hit.
He got steamrolled there in the open ice. Thought he had more room to slide by, but the road got closed in a hurry.
Moves it to the corner. Save there. And freezes play for the whistle.
Pretty routine stop. You can see why everybody learns the butterfly when they're a young kid. Takes away the bottom of the net.
The face-off, the tie-up, and a solid job from the winger there. A brilliant save at the horn. 40 minutes have been played. Some hits given, some shots fired. But let's see what they have in mind as we get closer to the start of the third period and crunch time.
Are you ready for your walk down memory lane? Then join us for our fantasy.
LA's got the lead at the end of the period, and their goaltender has made a huge difference in that. Here's just an example of his body of work. We'll be right back. We are entering the third period. Based on the first two, what are you expecting to happen?
The Kings have to be happy, Doc, that they're up by one as we get ready for the third period. But they have to be frustrated with all the chances that they had in the first two periods of play.
He takes that one right ahead. Good pass. And he's tripped, and there'll be a penalty. Play is stopped, and that well-worn track to both penalty boxes will be plowed through again.
I'm going to give credit to the puck carrier here. He kept his legs moving. He forced the back checker to reach in and take him off his feet.
There is hope with every man advantage, even if your percentage is poor. Are you listening?
Well, their power play hasn't come through for them yet. Here's another opportunity. See if they can take advantage of it.
They must retreat and start back again. Gains the zone. Shot. Score! A power play goal, and it's a biggie.
What an opportunity to down a goal, to get a power play. You cannot let this slide by. They take advantage and cash in with the power play mark.
The puck's dropped, and that's a great job tying the man up on that faceoff. From the outside, stick to some. Very important steal for him. Scouting for goals are at the wing in neutral ice. Waiting behind his goalie. LA's in the neutral zone along the wing. Oh, wonderful play. Gets in, and he'll look over his options. Carries it to the corner. Shoots. Wonderful save. It didn't look like he had a thing to shoot at.
A timely save. That is tremendously tremendous.
Picks it up in his own end. The Kings have it at center ice. And possession has changed. Brilliant move on that pass. Couldn't get through and retain possession. Brings it in for an attack. Around through the corner. Kicked out of that battle. Scouting for goals, ready in attack back in the defensive zone. One-timer, broke it right up. That one is pointed to him. Kansas City's continuing on in the defensive zone. Little pass that can start some progress ahead. Free puck off a defender. Free puck now. Shot. Terrific save there. Didn't look like he had anything to shoot at, and he made it tough.
That great save was all positioning.
That shooter might want to check his stick. If that's all that he's got in the arsenal, it's not going to score very often.
Just a hair under 7 minutes have transpired in the third. The winds have shifted yet again. This game is back in a tie. They took that draw and won it. Cut that pass in his own end. Gives it to the point. Has that one measured in his own end. Scouting for goals, lugged that along up the wing. Has it in his own end. Bumped off. Hangs on to that one for a stoppage in play. Good help for the centerman. Los Angeles has possession on the wing in neutral ice. Good, solid defensive play with the stick. Carries it on in from center. Good place to shoot from, and he does. Wonderful stop. Tripped up on the play, and there will be a penalty. Goalie to the bench, extra man over the boards on the delayed penalty. play is stopped again, and I'm almost out of ink on this penalty sheet. Scouting for goals, suffer a tripping call.
Well, in desperation mode, all he was trying to do was sweep the puck away, but unfortunately caught the player's skates.
There is hope with every man advantage, even if your percentage is poor. Are you listening?
They've already had some success on the power play with a power play goal earlier in the game. They don't have to change much. Make sure you move the puck quickly and get traffic to the front of the net.
Wonderful block. Right to the point. Shoot. He wears that glove for a reason. Show off. That face-off is won. Lets the shot fly. Waffle boarded. Lets it go. That went off the pad. Good shooting place. Oh, what a block.
I know lots of people like high-scoring games. Well, actually, I'm one of them. But this has been almost like a well-played chess match. There's no room. There's no way that either team can find a way to get many more chances than there's been.
Gotta clear it. Try to clear the puck. Goalie out. Grabs that one with his stick. That's a pass right to left. Now what? Scouting for goals. Penalty is over. Their penalty killers have kept them in this thing.
This is frustrating. The goaltender makes a save by getting just a chunk of the shot.
Won that face-off. Now what? Shoots. Save. Puck covered. Whistle blown. Just over 8 minutes to go in the third. A hockey game is one of lead changes, and this one has seen its lead vanish. At the point of drive. Great save. Got some, not all. He banked it right ahead.
Sometimes the best play is right in front of the net. He took a quick look, read the seam, and then bounced it off the boards to his partner so they can get out of the zone much more safely.
By himself. And a save. It is a hooking call on this play. A restraining foul, and the arm of the referee is hot. Scouting for goals, guilty of a minor penalty for using the stick blade. Just a hook.
More times than not, Doc, anytime you reach in around a player's hands that has the puck, you're going to get a hooking minor.
LA's power play gets another chance to operate. Hasn't been effective yet.
Kansas City penalty.
Defensive zone win.
For hooking. Time of the penalty. 13 minutes, 10
Took
seconds.
that pass perfectly off the wing. Oh, how can they miss that pass? Wrister from the slot. Got a piece of that one. Play is halted, and we have yet another penalty call. Scouting for goals have been handed a minor penalty for tripping.
No, this is a tough call. He was trying to play the puck, but he tripped up the attacking player.
LA's special teams have been special. Let's see if they come up big here. It's a two-man advantage, and it's not short. Clean win on the draw.
One of the biggest problems on a 5-on-3 is teams are too cautious. They don't shoot the puck enough, and they make it too easy for the penalty killers to kill it off.
Nicely received at the point. A howitzer. Score!
Power play comes through for them. The coach puts his 5 best offensive guys on the ice, and you got to hope that they're able to execute. Really good job here.
The
Kings have broken the tie here in the third period. A wonderful ride to the finish for all of us now. A face-off win. Let's see what develops.
Power play by number 2, assisted.
Lets a shot go. Great save.
Time of the goal, 14 minutes.
A free ricocheted off a defender. Los Angeles organizing in their own end. And he gains the zone. He's got it, but has to get rid of it. Los Angeles will play it from their own end on this power play. Skates it into the zone. A shot, grabbed. He hangs on and gets the whistle.
I'd like to say that the shooter was shooting for a rebound. At least I hope he was, because that shot has no chance of going in.
What a face-off win by the defense. Kansas City's penalty kill was significant. Got that pass toward open ice. Takes that pass. Just walking the tightrope. Cuts off the passing lane in the defensive zone.
When you have a lead, you want to make sure plays. They've done that most of the night.
They score! And they've tied the game up.
Well, I guess this game's not going to spread out. That goal ties it. The teams are so evenly matched.
Over 3 minutes still to play in this period. There have been some goals in this one. It's 3-3.
The City goal scored by number 7.
Perfectly on his stick in that pass from the left wing.
16 minutes.
He's got that pass at the point. Oh, what a save. Back to the blue line. Springing off the boards. Waits with it. Takes the shot. Score! He's got his second.
You fight so long in a tied game. Now you've got the game-breaking goal. What do you do with it? I think you attack. You try to get another one. Or at the very least, you don't let your opponent breathe.
Scouting for goals have broken the tie here in the third period. What will they do next? How will they start to play this game? Aggressive? Passive? Cut that off between the blue lines. Good standing poke check.
14 and by number 26. Time of the goal, 17 minutes, 40 seconds.
Jostled off the puck. Couldn't retain possession. Really good cut of the pass. Last minute to go in the third.
Third period.
Points it. A shot. The lane was jammed and it hit somebody. In with it now. All right, he's going to the bench. Roll the dice. Routine save. Kansas City's moving the puck up the wing. And it's a good pickup. He just flat out missed it. He cut that one off in the defensive end. Maybe can change the tide at center ice. Lets it go. Saved there. And he holds on, and the whistle stops play.
Goalies have to make a half a dozen great stops in a win. This is one on a beautiful move, but there is nowhere for the puck to go.
huge win by the defensive team. That might be the end. That's a pass ahead. Cut off that pass in the neutral zone. The game is over. Tonight it was a power play fest. Usually somebody loses that because of their special teams play, and that's what happened.
Need to have better passing, better reception, and better support on those loose pucks.
What a terrific game of hockey. Well played by now very tired players. A great time. We hope you enjoyed it. For Eddie Olczyk and Ray Ferraro, Mike Emmerich saying good night all.